Now the third topic in this unit is the complement system. Now what is complement system? Again, it is a set of proteins. Number of proteins, they are grouped together to form a complement system. So basic components of complement cascade. The complement system, it was studied for the first time by Paul Ehrlich. The complement system is a biochemical cascade of immune system that help to clear the pathogens from an individual. So this complement system, it plays an important role in the immune system that will clear the pathogens, or we can say that will clear the foreign particles or foreign bodies which has entered into the host body from an individual. So it is derived from many plasma proteins that work together to form primary and result of cytolysis by disrupting the target cells plasma membrane. The action of this system affect both the innate as well as the acquired immunity. It is made up of approximately 30 circulating and membrane expressed protein or glycoproteins. So this complement system is made up of 30 number of the proteins which are circulating and expressed as the proteins or the glycoproteins. These proteins circulate in an inactive state. So these proteins, they are actually present in the host body in an inactivated state, but when they come in contact with any sort of the pathogen or the antigen, we can say, or foreign body, then it gets activated. So these proteins circulate in an inactive state and are activated by substances which are present on the surface of many microbes. Activation results. So whenever these proteins, you will see that they are present or they are circulated in the host body in an inactive state, but when they come in contact with the pathogen, that is the external surface of the pathogen or the antigen, we can say, which secrete some secretion as the endotoxins. So when they come in contact with the endotoxins, the proteins, these will lead to the lysis of microbial cell. So the complement set of protein will bring about the breakdown or the lysis of the microbial cell. It will bring about the breakdown of the antigen or the pathogen which has entered into the host body. The complementary system performs important functions such as cytolysis, that is lysis of cell can take place, or opsonization, inflammatory and immune regulatory responses, and immune clearance. Then further we will study about the functions of complement system. One of the function is cytolysis. Now what do you mean by cytolysis? It is cytolysis. Lysis means breaking and cyto means cell. So it is the bursting of cells like bacteria and viruses, that is the cytolysis. Complement system will bring about complement system when it comes in contact with the foreign body or the pathogen, or we can say the bacteria or viruses, which we call it as the antigen, or which we group them into the antigen. So when the complement system of the host body come in contact with such type of the pathogen, so it will break open. Cytolysis will take place, means this complement system will bring about the breakdown of the bacteria or the viruses, or bursting of cells of bacteria and viruses will take place. Then second is the opsonization. Opsonization means it will promote the phagocytosis of particular antigen. That is, you will see that the macrophages which are present in the host body, they will come in contact with a particular antigen and they will consume completely or ingest that antigen wholly. So this complete ingestion is called as the phagocytosis. So opsonization means it will promote the phagocytosis of particular antigen. So in this way the antigen can be killed or destroyed. Then third is by inflammatory and immune regulatory responses. Complementary proteins, when they bind to specific complement receptors on the cells of the immune system, they trigger specific cell functions. So the complementary set of proteins, when they will get binded to some specific complement receptors which are present on the cells of the immune system, maybe the T cell or the B cell, then they will trigger the specific, they will bring about the specific cell functions, the inflammation and the secretions of immune regulatory molecules will take place. Then inflammation means they will bring about the burning sensation or irritation by the secretion of these immune regulatory molecules will take place. Then the immune clearance, it removes the immune complexes from the circulation and deposits them in the spleen and liver. So the one of the function of complement system is that the complement system will remove the immune complexes which are formed within the circulation, and it will get deposited in the spleen or in the liver. So complementary proteins are synthesized mainly by liver cells. Now what are these complement system? As we have seen that they are a set of protein. There are 30 number of different types of the proteins or glycoproteins which are grouped together to form the complementary proteins. So these are produced or synthesized in the liver cells, that is by the hepatocytes which are present in the liver, but also produced in significant amounts, but they are also produced in significant amounts by the monocytes, macrophages and epithelial cells of the gastrointestinal and urinogenital tracts. Complement constitutes about 5% of the total serum proteins and forming one of the major different system of the body. These proteins are present in functionally inactive forms, and these already I have told you that this complement system, they are present in the host body in an inactive form. They are present in the circulatory fluid in an inactive form, but when they come in contact with any sort of the antigen or foreign body or the bacteria or viruses, then they become activated and they will show their action. So the complements constitutes about 5% of the total serum proteins and forming one of the major different system of the body. These proteins are present in functionally inactive forms as zymogens. It means the active site of these proteins is covered with inhibitory fragment. That is, these zymogens, which are inactive forms of the proteins, they are covered with the active site of these proteins is covered with the inhibitory fragment. So some inhibitory fragment or the inactive form of the fragment is present on the this complementary set of protein. So it is inactivating. It means the active site of these proteins, the active site of the proteins is covered by or it is blocked by inhibitory fragment. But on activation, but when they come in contact, the complement set of protein, when they come in contact with any sort of the antigen or foreign particle or the we can say the bacteria or virus, then what will happen? They will get activated and the proteolytic cleavage removes an inhibitory fragment. So the proteolytic cleavage will take place. That is, the proteins will get broken down and there will be a change. Cleavage means change of forms of these proteins will be seen, and this will bring about this will remove the inhibitory fragment which has blocked the surface of the complementary set of protein, and it will and thus it will expose the active site of the molecule. So complement components are represented by numerals C1 to C9 by letter symbols factor D, and they are symbolized by the letter factor capital D, or by tribal names they are named as homologous restriction factor. So C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9. From C1 to C9, these are the complement components, and they are this denotes the order in which the components were discovered rather than their position in the activation sequence. Upon activation, these individual components, they are split into fragments. So upon activation, what will happen? This complementary set, that is ranging from C1 to C9, individually they will get splitted up or broken down into small fragments, and they will be designated by lower case letters. The number the smaller of the cleaved fragments is generally designated with a lower case small a. So when they are broken down into fragments after activation, they are now denoted or studied with a lowercase, with a small a form. So the smaller of the cleaved fragments is generally designated with a lowercase small a, and the large fragments, they are denoted with a lowercase capital small b. So larger fragments will be always denoted by actually this complement set of proteins when they are present in the circulatory fluid in the inactive form, but when they come in contact with any form of the antigen or the pathogen or bacteria or viruses, then it will get activated and it will be broken down into small fragments, into two types of fragments, small fragments and larger fragments. The small fragments, they are designated or denoted by small a letter, and the larger fragment, they are denoted by small b letter. So however, one exception is the large cleavage fragment of C2. Only one exception is that the large cleavage fragment, that is C2, rest except C2, rests from C1 to C9, all can be broken down into two types of the fragments, small fragments small a, and capital fragment large fragments by small b, designated by small b letter. So however, one exception is the large cleavage fragment of C2 is usually referred to as C2a and the smaller fragment as C2b. Only in case of the C2 complement, you will see that they are broken down or splitted up into two fragments, like the C2a and the smaller fragment C2b. The smaller fragment is now denoted by C2 small b, and the larger fragment by C2a, whereas the rest of the C1 to C9, they are splitted up or cleaved into two fragments, the small fragment by small a letter, denoted by small letter a, and the large fragment denoted by the small letter b. But the reverse is seen in case of the C2 complement, where the large fragment will be the C2a and the small fragment will be C2b. The larger fragments bind to the target near the site of activation. Now these larger fragments, they will get binded to the site near the site of activation, and the now smaller fragments will diffuse from the site. So the larger fragments will get binded to the site of activation. तो जहाँ कहीं पे भी ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री सेट ऑफ प्रोटीन होता है, ये इनएक्टिवेटेड फॉर्म में रहता है, बट जब वो एक्टिवेट हो जाता है तो उसमें का जो स्मॉलर लार्जर फ्रैगमेंट जो है, दैट विल गेट बाइंडेड टू दी टारगेट नियर दी target cell near the site of activation, and the smaller fragment will very easily get diffused or absorbed in the circulatory fluid. It will get diffused from the site and can initiate the localized, and this will bring about the initiation or starting of the localized inflammatory responses by binding to specific receptors. The complement fragments interact with one another to form functional complexes. Those complexes that have enzymatic activity are designated by a bar, and the complexes, the complement fragments, now they will interact with one another. The smaller fragments or the larger fragments, they will interact with one another to form functional complexes, and then they will get activated. Those complexes that have enzymatic activity, they and the complex which are formed, these complexes which are formed by the joining of the fragments, the smaller fragments to each other, when they are joined, they form the functional complexes. So the complexes, after joining or combining together, they form a complex, and they have the enzymatic activity, that is, they can secrete the enzymes, and these are noted by putting a bar over the number or symbol. The synthesis of complement components occur at different sites of the body. For example, C1, it is synthesized in the intestinal epithelial layer. C2 and C4 they are synthesized in the intestinal macrophages. Means the C1 और C2, C4, C5, C9, C8 ये सब जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री सेट ऑफ प्रोटीन है ये अलग अलग जगह पे प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. तो जैसे C1 टाइप का जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट सिस्टम है इट इज़ produced in the intestinal layer, in the intestinal epithelial layer. C2 and C4 जो है ये कहाँ पे सिंथेसाइज होता है या फॉर्म होता है in the intestinal macrophages. Then C5 and C6 they are synthesized in the intestinal spleen part, and the C3, C6 and C9 they are synthesized in the intestinal liver. So all classes of immunoglobulin do not fix the complement. Only IgM, IgG3, IgG1, IgG2 in that order fix complement, but not IgG4, IgA, IgD or IgE. So all classes of immunoglobulin they will not react or will not get fixed with the complement system. Only IgM and IgG3, IgG1 and IgG2 are can fix get combined with the complementary set of protein. In that order they will fix complement, but not the IgG4, IgA, IgD or IgE type of the immunoglobulin. So there are three pathways of complement activation: the classical